Why Kendrick Lamar is one of the greats, y'all. Let's go. Kendrick Lamar creates moments. He creates moments in hip hop culture. He creates moments in hip hop in general, such as his Control verse, where he came out and said he was king of New York, which the amount of cojones you gotta have, the amount of nats you gotta have on you to say that is insane when you're from Cali. He had 30 to 60 plus New York rappers, main ones too, come out and diss him for saying such words. And yeah, it got people talking and reacting to those reactions, and it created a whole tree of hip hop because he came out and said he was the king of New York. So that was a moment in hip hop. The most forgotten verse of all time is Jay Electronica's verse on Control. Why? Because it was after Kendrick Lamar's. And so after that, they're like, hey, repeat that Kendrick Lamar verse. Let me hear that again. And nobody really heard the Jay Elect verse. Nobody was talking about it, even though it was an insane verse. So we're talking about creating moments in hip hop culture and really remembering a certain time. Kendrick Lamar is at the forefront of a lot of these moments, such as F the big three is this big me. He could have taken that as a compliment, but he went and said, what you supposed to say? No, I'm the best. You know, F the big three is this big me. You're supposed to feel like that way in hip hop. Hip hop has always been a competitive sport. It always will be. I got friends who I'm always trying to out rap, you know, straight up. And I got people who I'm compare myself to. So I do get that. You always want to be competitive. And he's not afraid to be with anyone. And so that created a moment in hip hop. It got people talking. It got people really looking at it like, hey, who is the best rapper out right now? You know, and when you get the culture moving forward, it's always a good thing. And so looking at that, he really did that multiple times. And so I'm looking at it, he was considered a conscious rapper, and he kind of is. But how did he avoid this corniness label? How did he avoid being put in this box, you know? And that's another thing about Kendrick, which is crazy, is that you know, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. You know, he has these themes in his albums, which are conscious themes, but he avoids the conscious label by, I don't know if it's because he swears or because you can't let your kids hear a lot of his songs still, or if how he avoids that conscious, corny label, but he is a conscious rapper. I mean, straight up through and through. But he's not looked at that way, which is awesome because I hate when we box rappers like Talib and Mos Def into these conscious labels because it really downplays their impact and it downplays what they've done for the culture in general. So the fact that he's been able to avoid that is awesome. And that's why he's one of the greats, is because he gets the culture talking. And on this Super Bowl that he's going to do, he's going to create another moment in hip hop. If he's able to do Not Like Us, he's going to have a whole stadium screaming certified files. And he doesn't have to say it himself. He can just not say anything. The crowd's going to say it for him, which is going to do wonders for Drake's image, I'm sure. Drake actually had the chance to do the Super Bowl 3 times, but you don't get paid to do the Super Bowl, and that's probably why he's looking at it like, nah, I get paid for my shows. But I'm not going to lie, I think Kendrick is one of the greats in hip-hop for that reason, not even for his music, but for what he does for the culture. And his music is awesome as well. To Pimp a Butterfly, one of my favorite albums. Section 80, one of my favorite albums of all time. Good Kid, Mad City was okay. GNX I thought was good, you know. But when I'm looking at it, he's one of the greats for something more than his pen, for something more than it's what he says and how he says it, and how he creates these moments in hip hop is why he's one of the greats. Let me know what y'all think about that. Now, before I move on, now hold on a moment. Didn't you make a video downplaying Kendrick Lamar? No, I made a video downplaying his last album, saying that it wasn't top 5 amazing best of all time, but it was like good. It was good. You know, I wanted all turn your TV offs, and I didn't get that. You know, but it's okay. I liked it. It was good. It wasn't great, in my opinion. That's all I was saying by that video. Kendrick Lamar is still one of the greats because he creates moments in hip hop. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about the video. Like and subscribe. Peace.
them stuck together. Underground and the sound sick, under weather. No umbrella, let it rain, temptation. I'm rough and no David, I should really gather patience. But man of the year and got deliveries as good as mine. At the bottom over nothing like I'm undefined. Hating on me, get the repenting. All y'all lost a drive like the whip rented.